Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. So over the last week, I've been dealing with a situation with a buyer who, as you may remember, just recently bought a set of 6 IKEA glasses from me. They sold for $49.95, so an expensive item. Well, last week they sent me a message, actually they sent a return request saying that one of the glasses arrived broken and that they wanted to do a return. They sent a photo of the glasses inside the box, and something about the photo just didn't feel right to me. I don't know if it was the lighting or the angles didn't look right, but it just felt kind of off. So I asked them for a few more photos, which they sent to me, and I popped them into ChatGPT, which said that they're authentic photos, that it didn't appear to be created by AI, which nowadays is something you have to worry about. So I proceeded to message the buyer and asked, okay, well, given the situation, only one is broken. Are you wanting to be compensated for the one broken glass, or do you really want to return them all? And they proceeded to say that it was an elephant glass that broke. That's the only reason that they bought them, was for the 2 elephant glasses, and so they wanted to do a return. In which case, I approved the return, it sent them the shipping label, and I've just been waiting for them to send it back. But as I checked the order, they hadn't packed it up yet. Nothing was happening with the return until yesterday when I got a message from eBay saying you have a return that's been closed. I opened it up and sure enough, the buyer had canceled the return. They weren't going to send it back and they were fine not getting refunded any money, which makes me wonder, do you think they were trying to scam me? Do you think they were hoping I would give them the full refund and just say, hey, keep the glasses? Or do you think they just didn't want to be bothered with shipping it back? The whole situation kind of made me feel a little icky, but I'm glad the item sold, and I'm glad I don't have to refund it. Just seemed very strange to me. We only have a few items going out today, starting with this Angry Birds towel that I picked up at a yard sale. I paid $1 for it. It only sold for $8.95, but definitely a cool item for somebody to have who wants it. Next up, we have a CD going out, and this CD was part of that giant box of CDs I got at a yard sale for $5. So I figure on those, I had about a nickel a piece into them. I've made so much money off that box. It's irrelevant if any more sell, but I'm happy when they do. This is the Bored Generation CD from 1996, a compilation of alternative punk type music, which teenage me is going to tell you there are some bangers on this CD. This was definitely my jam in my high school years. But like I said, I only paid a nickel for it. Obviously, you can see there's some damage to the case, which we noted. It sold for $5.95. Next up is another Sesame Street Philibus character going out, which, again, another item that when I bought them all, the first sale paid for it all, so it's all profit from here. But I figure I have about a quarter piece into these figures, and this person bought Count. My 3 favorite Sesame Street characters are Count, Oscar the Grouch, and Snuffleupagus, so they made a good choice. Paid a quarter, it sold for $21.95. Alright, this next item is something that I've been listing on and off for the last year. I actually need to make more listings. I like to do them in bundles. And these are vintage cigarette machine labels that you would, identify when you push the button what cigarette you wanted. I got a whole box of them at a yard sale for $10, and I figure I paid about 25 cents per lot. They sold for $12.71. I got thousands of those labels in that box. So it was definitely a worthy investment. Now we have some vintage Prang colored pencils going out, and they are of the professional grade. And even though the box is kind of banged up, the colored pencils have never been used. You can see they've still got their factory sharpening going on in there. Something so satisfying about brand new art supplies. I paid $1 in an estate sale. They sold for $16.96. Now we have a Tupperware item going out, and this was a fairly recent pickup. Got it at the last highway sale that we went to, and a lady had something on her table. It was priced at $1, and it was a small item, so she said, pick something else out. So I grabbed this brown Tupperware funnel, and I figured it cost me 50 cents because I got it with the $1 purchase of the other thing. It sold for $5.91. And what's funny is they always call that funnel the Hershey Kiss shape one. I love that it was a chocolate brown, so it really echoed that Hershey Kiss theme. Now we have a CD going out. This is a brand new sealed CD that I picked up at the thrift store. It is Bonnie Raitt, and it is called Road Tested. 99 cents at my local Goodwill. When it's sealed, that's usually not too big of a risk. It sold for $9.95. And one last item going out, just sold as we started making this video, so we'll go ahead and include it, is a cassette tape. And you guys, don't yell at me, I still have not sorted my cassette tapes. They are just kind of haphazardly thrown in here however they've been listed. I can't decide if I want to like sort them by genre, like say hip hop, country, rock, soundtracks, or if I want to do it alphabetically. I currently only have like 5 of the 12 drawers in use, so I really need to do this, but still haven't gotten around to it. This is the Beach Boys Greatest Hits. If you don't know about me, I love some Beach Boys. I love old music just as much as I do the stuff I grew up with and current. I paid $25 at a yard sale for it. It sold for $7. So in total, all of this stuff cost me $4.29, which is really good. It all sold for $89.38, which is 20 times our money. Not a bad one-day sales total. And we're moving out some older inventory, which is always awesome. Getting it all packed up, and I will see you guys soon with another video of what's sold.